Welcome to our channel, Critical Performance. Today we want to show you the recently updated spot, Quint Hill. As you can see at the patch from the 16th of August, the amount of trash loot increased by quite a bit. This spot already has been a good source of silver and crystallized despairs. After this patch, the price of despairs is on a constant low. The recommended stats you need to grind at this spot is at least 310 AP and 400 DP. Personally, I don't have that much AP yet, but they still die quite easily. If you don't have that much, too, just give it a try. You will be surprised. For a 100% hit rate, you need around 970 accuracy, which is quite a lot, but it's worth it to go for. This is the gear I'm using to grind at this spot. For buffs, I'd suggest to use a Frenzy Draft since the soft cap is at 920 AP. You can use an Elixir rotation as well if you want to. You can also run this spot with a Giant's Draft if you are confident enough. I also used a Shadow Lion head furniture buff to increase my AP even further. The Lightstone setup is called the Wild Demihumans to increase the damage to Demihumans for another 30 damage. This is the crystal setup that is used for this video. I still don't have a Garmeth heart yet, so my choices are limited. This is the best I came up with. You really want to use the Viper and Elkar crystals if you don't have accuracy accessories. These skill add-ons are used. To be honest with you, I'm too lazy to rearrange them, so I'm always using the same. Now let me explain the mechanics shortly. This spot is not too difficult and is very similar to the Gyphon underground spot. You need to kill the 3 small trolls which surround one big troll. After you've finished off the last one, the big troll starts to lose his petrification slowly. Prepare your skill add-on buffs first, since he has a DP buff for the first couple of seconds. Now you have to damage him until he reaches 40% of his maximum HP. Once he reaches 40%, you can't attack him anymore and all trolls are losing their petrification effect except the troll shaman. Quickly go to this shaman and damage him, but do not kill him yet. Wait for the other trolls to approach so you have a nice cluster of monsters right in front of you. Then kill the shaman to petrify the trolls again and apply a DP debuff for a few seconds. The big troll will heal full life meanwhile and run towards you. Now it's time to finish them off. The respawn rate is really high, so 2 big trolls are enough for a rotation. Before we start the grind, let me explain how the rifts work. Every now and then, a red aura will surround a big area, lightings will appear striking. Then one of 3 rift bosses will appear, the Gigagord, the Cyclops, or the Ogre. Each one of them have a lot of HP and it takes some time to kill them. So my recommendation is to keep grinding the spot until you can kill the shaman. The rift bosses will be debuffed as well, so they take more damage. Once the boss is defeated, you will get a buff for 5 minutes, which increases your damage by a lot. You can only get this buff every 30 minutes. These bosses drop a distortion earring if you are lucky. If you are really quick, you might take a 3rd troll into your rotation for the buff duration. Okay, now we know everything we have to know. Let's start grinding. I hope you could get a first impression of the buff spot now. Let me show you the result of this 1 hour. As usual, it takes some time to sell the despairs and sun shards now. In my opinion, it is still quite a good amount of silver that you can get here. I have used too much Agris here, so I'd recommend to only activate your Agris for the big troll and the rift bosses. Before this video ends, I want to show you a class tier list for this spot. We've taken the data from Garmoth.com to compare all classes. At S tier, the classes that have the highest trash per hour are shown. I'm more than happy with my results. Some classes only have a few hours tracked and may be ranked higher or lower than they really should be. There are only a few classes that have tracked their results since the patch came out. Let's track some more hours so we can give you an updated tier list in future. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing if you like our content.